Leroy's Pokemon Leaf Green Walkthrough Part 93. Alright, we're back here in Cerulean City. Now, last time we caught the legendary Pokemon Mewtwo, and this time we're going to be catching another legendary Pokemon using the Master Ball. I've been telling you to keep the Master Ball the entire game, and now we're finally going to find the Pokemon that I've been telling you to keep it for. So, first thing you want to do to find this Pokemon, find a Pokemon that knows Fly and head over to Viridian City. Yeah, way back here in Viridian City at the very beginning of the game. So when you get here, just run up here. Now, if you don't have your Master Ball, I'm just warning you right now, you're going to have a very, very hard time catching this Pokemon. It's extremely hard to catch without the Master Ball. So you can just start by going around in the grass here. There it is. Pidgey. I'm telling you, this thing right here, this is why I've been saving the Master Ball. Pidgey is unbelievably hard to catch. If you don't have a Master Ball, good luck. You're never going to catch this thing. Whew! Alright, that was obviously not real. Anyways, now we're actually going to find the legendary Pokemon. First thing you want to do is fly over to any mart that sells max repels. I'm going to go to Indigo Plateau because I know they have them there. And yeah, just so you know, it's not actually Pidgey, that was just a joke. So yeah, anyways, you're going to want to come in here and head to the mart. Now, it's kind of strange. Normally, you wouldn't be using max repels to catch a Pokemon, but this is one of the few times you actually will want to do that. You probably won't need this many, but just to be safe, I'm going to get about 10. Because I don't have any with me anyways. So yeah, that's all you really have to do for items. Now, this works best if you have a Pokemon level 50 or under. The max repel strategy will not work at all if your Pokemon are above level 50, so keep that in mind. Anyways, we are actually going to fly back to Viridian City. And this is where we're going to catch the thing. Now, unlike most legendary Pokemon, there's not an actual place you go to catch it. This certain wild Pokemon, or legendary Pokemon, is actually found in the wild. Like, you don't find it, you know, sitting somewhere in a building. It's going to be in the grass randomly. Now, there's no real way of knowing where to find it in the grass, so it's kind of a guessing game, really. Like I said, make sure your Pokemon are level 50 or under for this to work. Now, basically the way it works is, like I was saying, the Pokemon's going to be roaming around in the grass. Now, you're going to have to use max repels to be able to find the Pokemon because you have no way of knowing where it is. Now, the way it works, this Pokemon, every time you enter or leave a route, it's going to switch to a new place. So, if you use your max repels and run around, that's going to ward off all of the Pokemon, like, at level 3 and stuff, but it will not ward off any Pokemon level 50, like the one we're looking for. So that's why if you have a max repel and you're running around here, if you don't find the Pokemon, it's not there, so you can leave. If you do find it, well, then you find it and you can try to catch it. But basically the way this works, if you don't find it, you can leave the route, come back in, and now the Pokemon is basically teleported to a new place. It's teleporting all over Kanto right now, and basically you're trying to find it in the route that you're in. So basically you just want to have a max repel, keep entering and leaving, and run around the grass, and if you don't find it after like 20 steps or so, just leave and come back. It's really the only, you know, surefire way of finding the wild Pokemon. There's no really other strategy you can do. This is the only one that actually works, as far as I know anyways. If you're just running around randomly looking for it, you're probably never going to find it. This just works a lot better, because you should be able to find it pretty soon. It really all depends on luck at this point. You could get lucky and find it in like 5 tries, leaving the route. It could take you 50. It just depends how lucky you get. But odds are eventually you will find it, you know, within 10 or 15 minutes, which is a lot better than just looking for it randomly. Now, while I'm looking for it, I'll just tell you about the Pokemon. The reason that you want to use the Master Ball on this Pokemon, it's not because it's like extremely hard to catch. It's not as hard to catch as Mewtwo, but like the odds of you catching it on one Ultra Ball aren't as hard as Mewtwo, but it's the fact that the Pokemon runs away from battle. So, it's kind of similar to, you know, Latios and Latias from Ruby and Sapphire. It's kind of like that. They'll run away after one turn in battle, so you only get one shot at throwing an Ultra Ball or something. So, that means if it takes you 20 Ultra Balls, you're going to have to do this and find it 20 different times, which can take forever. So you're better off just throwing one Master Ball at it and catching it. Alright, so if you don't have a Master Ball with you, you're going to have a really hard time. The best strategy then is to find a Pokemon that knows something like a Mean Look, or catching a Wobbuffet in the Cerulean Cave that has the ability Shadow Tag that prevents Pokemon from running away. And you can get Mean Look on something like a Golbat, and that usually works pretty well. So anyways, yeah, we're pretty much just going to keep running around. Oh, we found it! And this is it. It is Suicune, level 50. Now, I will say, it's not always going to be Suicune. What it actually is depends on the Pokemon you chose at the beginning of the game. If you chose Charmander like me, it's a Suicune. If you chose Squirtle, it's a Raikou. And if you chose Bulbasaur, it's Entei. So it's like the opposite typing. Now, like I said, if you tried to attack it right now, it would run away if it's faster than you. No matter what, on its turn, it's going to flee from the battle. So I'm going to go ahead and throw my Master Ball. If you throw an Ultra Ball at it, you'll get one shot, and then if it doesn't catch it, it'll run away. That's why you want to save your Master Ball for this. It's going to be a lot harder to catch. It'll take a lot longer than Mewtwo or any other legendary. So just throw your Master Ball at it, and you'll get it 100% of the time. I guarantee it. So yeah, there we go. That is Suicune, the Water-type legendary Pokemon. So now we can go check it out. And yeah, like I said, it's either going to be Suicune, Entei, or Raikou, depending on the Pokemon you started with. So it's basically going to be one of the legendary dogs from Gold and Silver versions. So now we can go and take a look at this Pokemon. Oh yeah, and so if there's one legendary dog you really prefer, keep that in mind when you're choosing your starter at the beginning of the game. If you really want Entei, be sure to get Bulbasaur. Otherwise, you'll have to trade to get it. So this is it, Suicune. No matter which legendary you get, it's going to be at level 50. Suicune in particular has really good defenses. And, yeah, all good all-around stats. And it knows Bubble Beam, Rain Dance, Gust, and Aurora Beam. So, yeah, Suicune's a great Pokemon. Raikou and Entei are also really good. And, yeah, that is it. So, we've gotten Mewtwo, we've gotten Suicune. You know, we've gotten all the legendary Pokemon in the game. That is it. For everyone that thought you could get Mew, you actually cannot catch Mew at all in this game unless you hack. So, that's basically it. We've gotten all the legendaries you can get. We've beaten the Elite Four. We've gotten all the gym badges. The only thing you can do now in the game is go and fight the Elite Four for a second time. The levels will be a lot higher, like 60s and 70s and beyond. Obviously, my Pokemon right now aren't cut out to do that, which means, you know, I would have to do a lot of training, and I'm actually not going to go back and fight the Elite Four for a second time. But if you do want to do that, you can pretty much take all the advice I gave you earlier in the Elite Four and just use that again, because you're pretty much going to be facing the same Pokemon, only you'll want your Pokemon at a higher level. So, that is it. That is everything we're going to be doing in the Leaf Green walkthrough. I've showed you everything I wanted to, and I'd just like to thank everyone a ton for watching. It was a lot of fun doing it. I definitely couldn't have done it without you guys watching, and you know, I just like to thank everyone for subscribing, commenting, and rating and favoriting the videos. You guys really just inspired me a ton to keep going. I can't thank you guys enough. Really, without you, I wouldn't be where I am today with my channel. So, I owe it all to you guys. So, just thanks a ton for watching. That's it for the Leaf Green walkthrough, so I will see you all next time.